All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone of Ruel, and peace and salutations to those for elect. And I just basically want to bring out this quick point, you know what I mean? Because I was reading, and, you know, when the scriptures say in John 8:44, it says, you know, when Yahushua was talking to the wicked scribes and Pharisees, it says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. You know, and we know that we can relate that to 2/3 of our people right now. We know that devil is talking about the so-called white man. All right, because he's a deceiver, man. All right, and 2/3 of our people are basically walking in the way of the so-called white man. They have become spiritual Edomites, man. They're becoming heathens, man. And it said, in the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, going back to Cain. It says, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Right, so he's basically the father of lies, man, the so-called white man. And you can see that in everything he does. All right, all the subliminal messages that he puts out. All right, he's a liar, man. He gets his power from deceitfulness and crafty works. But really, I'm bringing this out because it's funny how I was just reading this. And we know Esau, Edom, man, getting a little more into it, going back to the garden. All right, that serpent. We know that was when you think about it, man, it's clear as day that was just Esau. You know, before he came through the line as an Edomite, but that was the same spirit back then. You know, when he had melanin, that was the same spirit back then. That because that serpent was a man, it wasn't a little snake. So we know that was the same spirit of Esau back then. All right, who went up to Eve. So when you read, and we know that was a snake, you know, and when we read Matthew 12 and 34, Yahushua is talking to the Pharisees again, because you know they were coming to tempt him. It says, O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. You know, so he called them a generation of vipers, man. So he was basically saying the same thing to them that he said in John 8:44, the year of your father the devil. You know, because we know that snake, right? When you look at that snake, viper, it says, a viper, offspring of viper, as it said, addressed to a cunning, malignant, wicked men. So let me look at that word malignant. Oh, Salakia. Malignant. So I typed it wrong. Malig. It says, of a disease, very virulent or infectious. Let me see. Let me look for more definitions. It says, evil nature or influence, tending to produce death. Passionately, relentlessly, malevolent, aggressively malicious. So basically wicked, man. But really, the definition I like in there, you know, it says addressed to cunning, malignant, and wicked men. But really, I like to address to cunning, man, because we know that that's what's associated with snakes. They're very cunning and deceptive. And it said, Yahushua said, "Oh, you generation of vipers, man." So like I said, I just wanted to bring it out how he was basically saying the same thing he said in John 8:44, "Year of your father, the devil." All right, we know Esau, Edom. All right, like I said, came in that same spirit. That's why he was referred to as a serpent. All right, back in Genesis, because he's a viper. He's cunning. He's deceptive, man. So Yahushua right here basically said the same thing, man. Year of your father, the devil. All right, because Esau, Edom has that serpent, those viper, cunning, like what's the word? Characteristics, man. Like I said, he's cunning, deceptive. You know what I'm saying? He's sly. That's why, like I said, man, one of the things he does, it puts in the media subliminal messages, telling you what he's going to do before he does it. He's a sly, cunning bastard, man. So let me read this again. It said, "O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh." And, that relates to 2/3 of our people in this day and age. Again, they're a generation of vipers. They're a generation walking after the ways of Esau, Edom, man. Trying to take upon his characteristics, what he does, being more wicked than him. All right. And they just speak. Everything that comes out their mouth is foolishness, and they're wicked, evil people, man. But what they try to say that they're speaking good, they're trying to help, but in reality, their mind is full of wickedness, man. But I just want to bring out that quick little connectionness, because people often be like, dang, you guys out there cursing, you know what I mean? But Yahushua called people vipers, man. That's a big insult as well. To me, way more than this being called the B word. You know what I mean? He's calling you viper. He's basically calling you a devil. It's basically what he's saying, man. Edomite. But hey, with that, this Lord's willing, that was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to those for elect.